Hey you guys, long time no see. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name's Ariana. If you are not new here and you're coming back to my channel, thank you guys so much. I know I've been gone a very long time, but this has been a lot. It's been a lot going on. But of course, over the next couple of weeks, I will get into those things with you. But before we get into today's video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I post my videos every Sunday. Also hit that bell so when I get my when I post my videos, you get those notifications. Also follow me on TikTok at Life of Black Barbie with one E at the end. I'm growing my following over there, and I am posting a lot more over there as well. So definitely check that out. But yeah, definitely please like, comment, and subscribe on my video today. But without further ado, let's get into today's video. So as you guys can see by the name of the title, I am going to be moving out of my Dallas apartment here very soon. I just kind of wanted to give you guys a brief synopsis about my apartment and what's making me decide to move. Just because I feel like this apartment has had a lot going on, and I'm to the point where I'm just like, I'm up to here with it. But I wanted to share this with you guys today and just like let you guys know about what I'm going through, or if you guys are interested in apartments in Dallas, you know, that maybe this can be a little bit of, you know, some consideration for you. But I'm just gonna explain everything here and today. So I would say one of the first issues, well, it really wasn't an issue, but it was kind of like an annoyance, I would say, was the amenities. When I moved in here, all the amenities were not ready, and we were paying a amenity fee here for the amenities. We weren't able to kind of like get refunded for that, so, you know, or get like a reduced amount of amenity fee. It was just like you kind of had to pay it. So that was like kind of like the first annoyance. Again, when I moved in here, there was not a lot of people, so I didn't really see anybody. I really didn't see anybody in my apartment until like my apartment floor for like a month. So it was pretty empty. Issue that I had with my apartment over time became the package locker room. Our package locker room is not built for the, I feel like, in my personal opinion, for the amount of people that were living here. When I first moved here, again, of course, nobody lived here. So it was easier to kind of like maneuver through the apartment. But I've been here a year now, and it's definitely a lot fuller now. And the package locker room is very unorganized, and it's honestly one of the top pain points with what made me want to move. If you've lived in an apartment in Dallas or anywhere in general, you know they have like the Luxor lockers. It gives you like a little code. You get into the locker, and then you're able to get your package out. We don't necessarily have that. Like, we have a Luxor app that opens the door to the locker room, but it's not in like actual lockers. So basically, my apartment, I stay in a mid-rise. It has 5 floors. So they basically have like shelves, like kind of like pantry shelves like that. And each section of the shelves, I guess, is for Pacific floor. So first floor for both buildings have a section, both floors for second floor have a section, and so forth. It's very hard to find a package in my locker room because everything is just all together. And if there's a lot of people that are getting packages, it becomes very hard to find your package. It's been a few times where I was so overwhelmed with trying to find my package because I could not find it because there was so many. I just came back the next day. So package locker room, I don't feel like they designed it for the amount of people they could potentially have. And also with the package locker room, I found my packages on completely separate shelves. Like, example for me, I live on the 2nd floor. My package shouldn't be on the 4th floor. That type of stuff. So package locker room it's a lot. So I moved in my apartment a year ago. I signed a 15-month lease with my apartment. So I will be moving in the end of November, maybe mid-November, depending on how things shape. But when I signed this lease, I moved in September last year. So I've been here basically about a year. And when I first came into this property, it was a brand new property. It was still being built. Actually, I was one of the first 10 people to sign a lease here before all this was done. And I really loved the management company. I really loved that I would have something brand new. I've never lived in an apartment where I was the first to live in a unit. So that aspect was pretty cool to me because I felt like I was gonna get brand new everything. And I really got a deal here. I signed my 15-month lease and I got 6 weeks free. So it was really nice at first in the beginning of my apartment because with those 6 weeks free, I was also able to get my apartment together. I was able to put money towards other things and also just recuperate from the move. So at first, everything was going pretty well, but obviously, because I'm moving, there came the issues. Another problem we have is the fire alarms. They keep going off. They haven't gone off for a while because they kind of dealt with it, but there was a period, especially if you lived in Dallas, you know, like back in February, we had like that really bad snowstorm. Our fire alarms were going off like crazy. I remember one time it was a Saturday morning, 3 o'clock at night in the morning, cold, freezing cold, wind blowing, freezing cold. You shouldn't even be outside. The fire alarm's going off. Everybody in the apartment had to evacuate. It was a whole big deal. And the fire alarms were going off so much that people just started staying in the house. That's kind of a problem because, you know, if you do stay, you know, in your apartment and the fire alarm goes off and you're so frustrated with what's going on, that could potentially put you in risk because if a fire does happen, you're not gonna believe there's a fire. So that type of thing. So yeah, fire alarms, that was like a big deal. I was over it the last couple of times it went off. I just stayed in my house and was just hoping that nothing happened, like dead ass. Another thing about my apartment, I would say, is I had like a lot of issues with like my appliances. Again, when I first moved into this unit, I was the first one to ever live in this unit. And I had so many issues with like my ice maker, my dishwasher, the bottom piece of the dishwasher falling out, my wash and dryer. It's supposed to be a quiet wash and dryer, but it's not quiet. So yeah, so I've had issues with the appliances and I don't feel like I should have any issues with appliances because I'm not damaging anything. Again, these are brand new. So I'm the first one to use them. So there's no reason for it not to work. Just there's no excuse for that. So that was another separate problem that I had with my apartment. Another issue that I had with my apartment is I feel like the pricing for what I'm getting. My apartment is 585 square feet. And if you haven't seen my apartment tour, go check that out. It shows you like my full apartment. So definitely check that out after you watch this one. All right. But my apartment's 585 square foot. So a little bit less than 600. So with my apartment not even being 500, not even 600 square feet, a little under it, I feel like I do pay a lot for the square footage. My apartment is $14.10 a month. With fees, it's about $15.50. I feel like I could get a lot more square foot for what I pay for. But at the same time, the location where the location of my apartment really worked with my job at the time. I did get the 6 weeks free, so I didn't really have to pay rent really the next following month because I had it free. But I just feel like for the price and the square footage, I feel like I can get a lot. And that's another thing about Dallas I feel like is going on. I feel like you're paying a lot more for less square footage. And if you want decent square footage, like 700 plus square feet, you have to spend like $1,800, $1,700, $1,900, $2,000 for that. And I just don't, I'm not like a square foot person, but I feel like the layout has to make sense. You know what I mean? So I do feel like I can get a little bit more space or something that I really like a little bit closer in town, in the city, for my square footage. Also, like I've had people that I've gotten really great with the apartments, and it's a lot of people that feel like once you kind of lock in your lease here, the management is not as nice. So I don't know. I feel like the management, I feel like they could be better in some regards here. I feel like management is like a big deal for me. So if like the management is not cool, then I'm not going to sign my lease. So, you know, they're the first people that you see. So management kind of, you know, they kind of been, yeah. So, but I am hoping that wherever I go next time, the management is really, really great. Now, I know there's probably some questions, maybe. I'm just delulu, but there's questions about where I'll be moving next. Obviously, I'll still be in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Now, where? I don't know. I'll be looking in the city. I'll be looking outside the city. Really, I just want something really nice. I feel like I really want this apartment to be an upgrade, a step up from my last ones. So I'm really hoping I can get something like really nice without breaking the bank. The reason why I signed a 15-month lease was to get out the summer season. So now that my lease ends technically December 4th, but I'm really trying to move the end of November. Luckily, because of that, I feel like I'll be able to get better deals when it comes to apartment rent and everything. That was my battery dying. I'm sorry. But with me moving in, like technically my lease ends December 4th. I'm planning to move like mid-November, early end of November, just because I want to have time to like move everything out. But because I'm moving in the late fall, winter months, the deals are going to be a little bit better. So I'm hoping that I have a couple more options than I would have had before, because I've always moved in the summer when rents are like crazy. So I'm really excited to see what options I'm going to have coming pretty soon. Probably in the next 2 weeks, I'll probably go start apartment hunting, because I have seen apartments that already have my dates already. So I'm really excited about looking for some places. I probably will be looking for studios and 1 bedroom. So if that's something you guys are seeing, definitely subscribe to my channel, because I'm definitely giving you the apartment tours, of course. But I am really excited to see what my options are and where my next apartment is. Hopefully it's my dream apartment, hopefully, fingers crossed. But definitely stay tuned, because in the next couple of weeks I will be giving you guys those apartment tours, and I'm really excited to leave this place. This place has done what it's done, but I am definitely ready to find something else. So definitely keep up with my channel, because those videos will be coming very soon. But that's basically the end of my video today. I just wanted to have a little chit chat with you guys. I know it's been a long time, but your girl is back. We're getting back into the swing of things. I really do miss, you know, posting on YouTube and doing these videos. And I really want to appreciate everybody who supports my channel, who has even came across my channel, even gave it a like review. I appreciate you guys as well. Again, please like, comment, and subscribe. I post my content every Sunday. Hit that bell so when I post my videos, you get those notifications. Also, please follow me at Life of Black Barbie on TikTok with 1 E, spelled just as it is, Life of Black Barbie. I'm posting a lot more over there, so if you want to see a lot more of me, definitely follow my TikTok, because I am over there. But if you guys, you know, want to continue seeing my journey and my apartment hunting video, definitely subscribe. But other than that, I'm gonna end the video and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.